So I'm a 15-year survivor of end-stage metastatic breast cancer. As Al said, this is a journey. It's not a destination. So your diagnosis day is the first day of the rest of your life, literally. I mean, honestly, the first day of the rest of our lives is like the day we're born, right? But we don't realize it until we get that diagnosis, and then it's like, all I could hear was, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. And as she's talking to me, I'm thinking, she's talking to me, she's saying something. Thank goodness my friend was in there and she heard all of this. So she's telling me in the car that I'm booked for a double mastectomy and followed immediately by chemo, and it's all gonna start next Tuesday. And so I was pretty upset. I went home and I had a huge pity party, all by myself, nobody joined me. In fact, my husband at the time came out and said, hey, you're keeping me awake, do you mind? You know, all the crying, which is why he's my ex-husband. Anyway, but you know, I honestly, I had kind of my second religious experience in my life. I was sitting there crying, and I heard a voice, and I honestly thought someone had broken in the house. It was that real. And I whipped around, I'm looking around, and there's nobody there, and I thought, you know, at that moment you realize that it's resonating inside you, and I thought, oh my God, that's God. And he said, I love you, and I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. And I thought, okay, well, wait, I think I get this, because if I die, I believe I'm just going to a great place. If I live, I've got something to help other people. So, hey, it's a win-win. The stress was immediately gone. So at that point, I was like, okay, I gotta know what's coming. They got me booked for double mastectomy, chemo, radiation. I'm gonna go do some research on this. So by now it's like 1:30 in the morning. I go in the master bedroom, turn on the light. My husband says, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing my research. So I spent that whole weekend doing research on what was out there. So I tell cancer patients, I get a lot of calls, and cancer patients go, I'm gonna die. Okay, newsflash, we all die. You're not getting out alive. Okay, that's the first thing. But you really don't know when you're gonna go or what you're going to go of. You can walk outside and get hit by a car, you know. So my message is always, relax. Your job is just to do the best you can with this situation. Learn and grow from it. You know, live your life as fully as possible. I did a very stringent approach at first, you know, I cut everything out, and found I wasn't really enjoying myself a whole lot. So I have the scales of justice. I do die of cancer or give up sugar. Let me think about that. So, but yeah, it's a real easy test. You know what you? So I gave up a lot of stuff, but I really think that you have to enjoy life a little bit. So every once in a while, if you want a piece of cake, I mean, once every 6 months, go for it. Who's it gonna hurt? You know, you're gonna enjoy life a little more. And yes, cancer feeds on sugar, so you don't wanna do too much, you know. Be cautious in your approach as far as breaking your own rules. Look at the bottom line, the bottom paragraph. The CDC says 85% of disease is caused by emotion. You gotta address it. The doctor's gonna address the tumor. You have to address everything else. Okay, lifestyle. Remember, day of diagnosis is the first day of the rest of your life. How do you wanna live and how do you wanna die? I wanted to die as close to this as I could. So that was my choice. And so that means I have to live really healthy, right? So this is your choice. And this is the approach I want you to take. Don't freak out. The tumor is a messenger. And you know, again, my oncologist, I see him every 3 months, and every 3 months he says, okay, now, are you sure you don't want to do a double mastectomy, chemo, and radiation? I said, you know, Mark, it's been 15 years. What in the world makes you think I'm giving you the girls now? If I wasn't going to give you them when they were cute and perky, why would I give them to you now?